The prince never tolerated. These three men, are they in your life? A prince who is not wise himself cannot be well advised. Niccolò Machiavelli. Florence, 1513. A man sits in a cold cell, stripped of power, exiled from the city he served. His name is Niccolò Machiavelli, and he has nothing left but his mind. So he writes. He writes The Prince, not as a fairy tale about noble kings, but as a brutal manual of survival. A warning, a mirror, and buried inside those pages is a lesson most people never read closely enough. The most dangerous threats to a ruler are not armies, not assassins. They're the wrong men in the inner circle. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Today, 5 centuries later, those same men still walk among us. They sit at your dinner table. They reply to your emails. They call themselves your friends. Machiavelli identified 3 types of men a prince must never, under any circumstances, allow near his throne. And today, we ask you, are they in your life? The flatterer. His voice is warm. His compliments endless. Every idea you have is brilliant. Machiavelli called flatterers one of the gravest diseases of the court. Not because they are loud, not because they are cruel, but because they are comfortable. They make you feel safe in your blindness. The flatterer feeds you what you want to hear and stars you of what you need to know. While armies mass on your border, he tells you the walls are strong. While your business bleeds, he tells you the numbers look promising. While your reputation burns, he tells you the people love you. He is not your enemy out of malice. He is your enemy out of cowardice. And cowardice dressed in loyalty is the most dangerous betrayal of all. Courts are full of flatterers because men are so self-complacent in their own affairs. There is no way of guarding oneself from flatterers except by letting men understand that to tell you the truth does not offend you. Machiavelli's prescription was radical for the time. Surround yourself with men who will speak honestly, even when honesty is painful. Reward truth tellers. Punish silence. A prince who cannot bear hard news will one day be destroyed by it. Signs he is in your life. He never disagrees with you. He changes his opinion the moment you change yours. Your failures are always someone else's fault. He makes sure of it. The weak advisor. He is educated. He is well-read. He knows the theories, the histories, the precedents. But when the moment demands a decision, he offers you 3 options and no opinion. He hedges. He qualifies. He says on one hand, but then again, it depends. He is never wrong because he never commits. And a man who is never wrong is useless to a prince who must act. Machiavelli understood that in politics, as in life, neutrality is not safety. It is decay. A ship with no navigator does not stay still. It drifts toward the rocks. The weak advisor smiles as the rocks approach and says, I told you there were risks. More dangerously, the weak advisor is afraid of your displeasure. He will give you the answer that keeps you calm today and leaves you vulnerable tomorrow. He is not stupid. He is self-preserving, and his self-preservation costs you everything. A prince ought always to take counsel, but only when he wishes and not when others wish. He ought rather to discourage everyone from offering advice unless he asks it. The lesson: counsel is only valuable when it is clear, direct, and honest, even if unwelcome. An advisor who cannot tell you plainly what he believes is not advising you. He is performing for you. Signs he is in your life. Every conversation leaves you with more questions than answers. He is first to celebrate wins and last to be found when things go wrong. He never puts anything controversial in writing. The blade behind the bow. He works hardest. He arrives first, leaves last. He volunteers for every task, learns every secret, builds every relationship, not out of loyalty, but out of strategy. Machiavelli warned that the most dangerous man in the court is not the obvious enemy outside the walls. It is the friend inside who is quietly building his own walls while you sleep. This man studies you. He knows your weaknesses better than you do. He has cultivated the people who love you and made sure they love him too, just slightly more. He is not waiting for an opportunity to betray you. He is creating one. History is littered with princes brought down by their most loyal lieutenant. Cesare Borgia, whom Machiavelli admired deeply, knew this. He kept his allies close, tested their loyalty constantly, and struck first when betrayal became possible. Not because he was cruel, because he was awake. Men ought either to be well treated or crushed, because they can avenge themselves of lighter injuries. The lesson is not paranoia. It is discernment. Know the difference between a man who serves because he believes in you and one who serves because he is not yet ready to replace you. Machiavelli never ruled Florence. He was exiled, tortured, forgotten, and eventually died in obscurity, watching others make the mistakes he had written the manual to prevent. But his words survived every prince who ignored them. The flatterer, the weak advisor, the ambitious underling. They're not ancient archetypes. They're in your office, in your family, in your circle of friends right now. The question Machiavelli really asks us is not about them. It is about you. Are you wise enough to see them? Brave enough to act? Strong enough to demand truth from those around you? Even when the truth is uncomfortable. Because the greatest lesson of the prince is not how to rule others. It is how to rule yourself, your judgment, your instincts, your circle. Guard your counsel. Demand honesty. Know who stands beside you and why. If this made you look at someone differently today, you have already begun to think like a prince.